Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Nation Network. This is WCW Nitro. And tonight, we will find out who the Four Horsemen are as Ric Flair and Arn Anderson reveal the two members they have added to the Horsemen in our main event. Stay with us, fans. All right, fans, we're going to kick things off right here. We've got the Stinger, who's going to be in that main event later tonight. I'm not sure what he's doing down here, Jess. Any ideas?
Well, you know what, when it comes to Sting, he's always been his own man. He's marched to his own drum. I'm sure if he's out here, it's for a good reason. Of course, if I were him in tonight's situation, I'd be getting ready for the big match. I wouldn't be out here jarring it up with the fans, but hey, that's just me.
Tonight's the big night. We find out exactly what Ric Flair has in store for the WCW as he resurrects once again the Four Horsemen. And Rick, you wanted me out here to captain a team because you feel I let you down. You feel I let the WCW fans down. Well, let me tell you something, pal. That will never happen. See, the reason I'm out here tonight is to let you know that I have found a fourth man for our tag team. And I don't care who your horsemen are, I hope you're not expecting to have a glorious return to the spotlight here in the WCW tonight, because we've got something else in mind. Tonight, the Four Horsemen are going to realize they should have stayed on the sidelines and left this to the big boys here in the WCW.
Oh, wait a minute.
We might not have to wait till the main event. The two team captains are going to be right here, it looks like, in the middle of the ring tonight to kick things off.
The former World Heavyweight Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, making his way down the aisle.
Well, knowing the Nature Boy Ric Flair, he's very cunning, very sneaky in his own way, and I got a funny feeling he's got a mind game getting ready to be played on Sting.
Well, if anybody's good at mind games, it would be the Nature Boy Ric Flair, no doubt about that.
Let me tell you why I'm out here. Tonight, the Horsemen ride again. And you, my friend, are the reason. You couldn't stop these outsiders when you had the chance. So now it's time for the pros.
You see something, Rick? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. We both want the same thing, yet you want to go head to head. That doesn't make sense to me.
We're going head to head for a reason, my friend. Because I've got to prove to everyone out here in the audience and out there in the locker room that the Horsemen are still the team to beat in the WCW. And that's where you come in.
Well, it all sounds well and good. Only problem is this. You challenged me to put a team of four together, and I've done it. And tonight, the Four Horsemen may ride in to the WCW, but don't be surprised if they limp out. Flair, you know what happens to a horse when it's down.
If you think you're going to put me down, my friend, you've got another thing covered.
I still got plenty of fight left in me. And tonight, the Horsemen are going to prove we are still the elite. We are still the team to beat. And we are going to take you down. Whether you like it or love it. Yeah, I know, Rick, we've all heard it before. We've all heard it before. But here's something you haven't heard before. Tonight is the night Space Mountain is closed for business. You think on your best night, you have the audacity to believe you can close Space Mountain? Let me tell you something, my friend. I will still be the 60-minute man after tonight, and you'll know why. Well, you might be able to teach some people why, but you're not going to teach me, pal. I can tell you that right now. I've got my partners ready to go. The ones you called the Macho Man Randy Savage and Diamond Dallas Page, and we got us a fourth man. Don't you worry about it. Well, you better be worried about it. You better worry about it, Stinger, because tonight we're not looking to beat you. We're looking to end you. And after that, outsiders, what happens to you will happen to them. All right, we're going to get ready for a main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right, fans, we are back, and we are ready for action here as part of WCW Nitro.
The following contest is a fatal four-way Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 250 pounds, Coleman.
Well, here comes Conan, and you gotta love those elevated earrings that are floating above his head right now.
Well, 2K still had it. Keep patching, guys. Keep patching. I've got nothing left to say, fans. I mean, this. As Conan makes his entrance here. As part of this fatal four-way, I wonder if those earrings are going to float the entire match or if it's just an entrance thing.
I can't hardly wait to find out myself. There's your answer.
Oh, my goodness!
And his opponents, first, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 240 pounds,
It's the Sandman making his WCW debut.
Well, I don't know a whole lot about this guy. I've heard about him, and I know he likes to get it rough in the ring with that hardcore wrestling style. And you see him right there with that kendo stick. He's pretty well known for that, as I understand it.
He absolutely is, and he will use that as a weapon, and tonight it's all legal.
And from New Jersey, weighing in at 226 pounds,
Raven making his return here to WCW. Another hardcore icon making his way down the ring.
Well, to your point, this guy has been around the hardcore scene for a very long time. WCW Nitro, we like to bring you the best of the best. And if you want some hardcore wrestling, I suppose this is right here what you're looking at tonight.
No doubt about it. We just take in the number of issues with the 2K20 brand.
Well, you got floating earrings, you've got out-of-focus cameras, and I don't know what's going on. Is Sandman hovering above the ring? Is he on the apron? What's going on with that?
I believe he's levitating. I'm not sure. What a mess.
From Boston, Massachusetts.
The hell's going
weighing in at 229 pounds.
Oh, somebody stop me. I want to get off.
Nice mustache.
It didn't look like that a little while ago, I can assure you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're wondering why we haven't run any commercial spots for 2K20 this season the way we have in the past here on the Nation Network, I think you're now understanding why. We're not going to promote this game in any way, shape, or form because it's horrible.
I believe broken piece of shit is the word that I've most commonly heard it referred to as.
Look at this. Well, we were supposed to have a hardcore match. Now it's turning into a comedy routine. Sandman sent all the way out to the floor. He lands hard, and Conan wasting no time at all. Meantime, Raven, and I beg your pardon, it was, I don't fucking know who it is. Conan's in the ring with Raven right now. Perry Saturn working on the arm of the Sandman. Can hardly wait for the next patch to see how much more they can fix. Now Sandman going under the ring. Wonder what he's going to go for. Oh, there it is. Kendo stick surprise. Oh, my God. He just laid it to the back of Perry Saturn. And now Saturn takes the kendo stick away.
Caught him right in the ribs with it, too.
Meantime, action back inside the squared circle. Sandman caught with a drop kick, and Perry Saturn once again has got that stick.
Big kick right to the face by the Sandman, and Perry Saturn down.
In the meantime, it is Conan now locking up with Perry Saturn. Oh my goodness, we got a mess out here. Sandman is up. Conan took a little bit too much time and now paying the price. Raven with the wind-up.
Might not be baseball season anymore, but don't tell that to Raven.
As he goes to work with that kendo stick. And now he's got him in a form of the sleeper hold.
Little bit like the Cobra Clutch in the old days. Sergeant Slaughter used that thing very successfully.
Oh, look out now. We've got us a ladder. The plunder comes into the ring, as the American Dream Dusty Rhodes would say.
Well, lots of plunder out there, no doubt about it right now.
The Sandman just threw it over the top.
Not sure why he would do that, but he did.
Steel ladder right to the head. And now Raven goes for the, what the heck just happened?
Well, he would have had that 3 count, but it looked like the ladder bumped the referee with as much impact as a 2-year-old could deliver, and that was enough to render the referee unconscious.
Oh my God, the Sandman just planted him. Raven face first on the ladder. And now the Russian leg sweep. Raven's out.
And the save made by Perry Saturn, otherwise this one would have been over.
Back body drop, and Perry Saturn goes all the way out. The hell was that?
Perry Saturn laying into the Sandman with those kendo sticks.
What a move by the Sandman. And now Perry Saturn in trouble. What's he gonna do with him here?
I can only imagine, but I don't think it's going to be good for Perry Saturn.
He caught him on that table, not flush, but he still caught him nonetheless. And now the Sandman has set it on fire.
El Fuego.
We've got a ladder set up in the ring. Action inside, action outside. Perry Saturn now going to take that ladder back.
Well, the Sandman looked like he was going for the kendo stick. Perhaps not the right time.
Oh, look at that. Saturn just threw him off at the last moment.
He caught him from behind, but look at this. Perry Saturn finds another way to get out.
Raven with a DDT. And Conan now is in trouble.
The Sandman looks like he's drunk, like he's had a few.
Raven goes for the cover, and he pulls out the victory.
Well, the Sandman doesn't look too happy about it, but what are you going to do?
We take a look back at a couple of good moments in this one, and that's really about all we can give you. Pile driver outside on the floor by Raven.
Here is your winner, Raiden.
Fatal four-way hardcore match, and 2K20 at its best, which isn't saying much. We'll be back with more. Fans, stay with us. I dare you. All right, fans, we are back with more WCW Nitro here on the Nation Network. As we take a look at the man with 1,000 holds.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 211 pounds, Dean Malenko.
Well, Dean Malenko is a trained professional. The man of 1,000 holds, he lives up to that every time he gets in the ring, because this guy, if there's a wrestling hold out there, he knows it, he's done it.
No doubt about it, Dean Malenko has proven himself to be one of the elite here in the WCW. Not the biggest man in the fight necessarily, but his technical abilities, his family tree runs deep here in the sport of professional wrestling.
There's no doubt about it. When you have names in your family tree that include the great Malenko, there's not too much doubt that you're going to be capable of holding your own.
And his opponent from Manhasset, New York, weighing in at 227 pounds,
Chris Jericho has made his mark here in the WCW. He says he hasn't been given the respect he deserves, and he's going to do something about it.
Well, I'll tell you, what I've seen of Chris Jericho's been very impressive so far, and I do believe he's got the talent and ability to get all the way to the top of the ladder. Whether the fans like him or not doesn't really matter. It doesn't take away from his in-ring skill set, and it's very impressive.
This should be a great matchup between these two guys.
Absolutely. I've been looking forward to this one.
All right, referee calls for the bell. Action's underway, and here we go.
Wow, wasted no time at all when the Bulldog comes out fighting.
Indeed, Malenko getting the first strike in on Jericho. Now depositing a man referred to as in the past as the shooter.
Well, it's a wrestling terminology. I wouldn't expect you to necessarily understand it. But it just lets you know that this guy is legit and he can go.
Standing drop kick, and down goes Jericho. There was a lot of talk for a while here. A lot of people believed that Malenko was going to be one of the Four Horsemen. Now, it doesn't mean he's not, but I would think he wouldn't be in a match here at this point in the evening, I should say. When the main event is up next, it just doesn't seem like that would be something the Horsemen would be doing.
Well, you never know. Ric Flair could throw a curveball. It wouldn't be the first time, and like we said earlier, he's out there trying to do a mental game.
Another drop kick right there. Malenko definitely having the advantage right now over Chris Jericho, the Lionheart, in trouble.
Big right hand right there. Now what's Malenko got in mind?
Well, both men take a bit of the punishment off of that one.
Looks like Jericho landed awkwardly and caught his knee somehow.
Well, Malenko back up and once again in control here in this match. Fans, WCW Nitro, each and every week we bring you the greatest wrestling action here in the WCW.
Well, Jericho really happy with the way things are going at the moment.
Devastating chop to the chest, and now Malenko starting to look a little worse for wear.
Yeah, I'll say he is.
Oh, look at this! The Lion Salt, and that might be it!
He's put a lot of people away with that one, but he's not going to get Malenko, at least not yet.
My goodness! Catches him with a code breaker, and now Northern Light suplex, the shoulders are down! He got him!
Most impressive victory for Chris Jericho in this one. The man of 1,000 holds was caught by 1,000 holds.
And look at this, Jericho going to show some sportsmanship here, and these two men with mutual respect perhaps for one another.
Yeah, well, respect is all well and good, but it doesn't pay the bills at the end of the day.
Stay with us, fans. Back with more in just a moment. All right, fans, we're going to find out who the Horsemen are here tonight. It was supposed to happen at Halloween Havoc, but due to 2K being 2K, that just wasn't going to happen.
No, it wasn't, but it will tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
The Macho Man, Randy Savage. He, along with Sting, went head-to-head with the tag team champions.
Well, when you hear Ric Flair tell the story, they didn't get the job done, and therefore Ric Flair has decided that it's time for the Horsemen to ride into town and clean things up a bit.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if they were able to do that, even though I don't know who they're going to be yet. The rumors have been running rampant, though, fans.
Well, there's also a rumor mill as to who will be the tag team partner here tonight.
Making his way to the ring, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, this is Sting!
The Stinger has got this crowd on its feet. As we await the arrival of their tag team partner, here he comes. Diamond Dallas Page.
From New Jersey, weighing in at 241 pounds, Diamond Dallas Page.
The master of the Diamond Cutter, Diamond Dallas Page, has made his entrance. And now we'll find out who the fourth man's going to be.
Welcome to the Dog Pound. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that who I think it is?
No doubt in my mind. And here's the reaction from the crowd. We haven't seen this guy in a while. Rick Steiner.
And their partner, from Michigan, weighing in at 232 pounds, Rick Steiner.
Well, that's a pretty solid fourth man, no doubt about it. Now the question is, will these four dudes be able to stand off against the Horsemen?
Well, the waiting is about to come to an end. Arn Anderson, Ric Flair, they have told anyone who will listen that the Horsemen are being put back together and they will be better than ever. And now the question is, who have they assembled?
Well, it looks like they're going to make us wait a little bit longer.
Could it be that they don't have a fourth man?
I highly doubt that, knowing Ric Flair.
Oh my goodness! Chris Benoit and Brian Pillman.
Not a bad choice if you ask me.
And we already know Arn Anderson. There they are, the new representation of the Four Horsemen. Arn Anderson going to kick things off here for his team. Macho Man Randy Savage for the team Sting. And look at this. Anderson now hammering away on the Macho Man.
Well, Macho Man Randy Savage, he's the new kid pretty much here, but Sting trusts him enough to put him out there in this big battle with the Outsiders and now against the Horsemen.
Fans, we have gotten a look at some new faces here tonight in the WCW. It's right now one of the older faces that's getting the job done, however. Arn Anderson continues. Makes the tag to Ric Flair, and now the world champion gets in there against the Macho Man Randy Savage. No strangers to one another.
And Flair does a smart thing by cutting the ring in half, does not allow the Macho Man to make a tag out.
Speaking of tags, quickly being done right here by the Horsemen. And now here comes the tag to one of the newest members. And Chris Benoit going to town on the Macho Man.
He's a pit bull, I'll tell you this. Benoit, he's not a big guy, but he's put together, he's tight, and he is ready to go.
Trying to stop Savage from making the tag, but too little too late. And Diamond Dallas Page comes in, but he's on the receiving end of the spinning back heel kick. Page up in the air, and down he comes crashing.
The oldest rookie in the history of wrestling right here.
He might have gotten a late start, but he learned quickly.
No doubt about it. We can't take nothing away from him, and one of the hottest finishers in the business today.
Nice double team, and again, the Horsemen are dominating this one. The backhand chop. And again!
Well, that's three, and he finally collapses after that one.
Flair driving the knee. And now the tag mate, and Brian Pillman makes his Horseman debut. Diamond Dallas Page just magically wait outside the ring.
It's going to be a very interesting season with 2K20, no doubt of that.
Monkey flip takes him out to the middle of the ring, and now Pillman going all the way up to the top rope. Flying Brian Pillman with a splash on Diamond Dallas Page. Will that be enough?
It was close, but Page, I beg your pardon, was able to kick out. I was trying to say Pillman and Page at the same time.
Well, when it's eight-man tag action, it's hard to keep everything straight. And now Diamond Dallas Page Smartly getting out of trouble in that corner now sends Pillman. Well, at least he did momentarily. Pillman now from the middle rope. Sunset, flip shoulders are down. Referee's in position.
Only a 1 count.
Pillman went for it. He caught Sting, but with a glancing blow. And now the dog-faced gremlin Rick Steiner into the match. Look at this, Diamond Dallas Page with a sweep of the leg, and Pillman down outside the ring. Pillman now has got a sleeper hold on him. Pillman.
Well, it's outside the ring on the floor. It won't even matter.
He can't get a win outside there, but he can definitely weaken him up enough. Brian Pillman now. Clothesline to Steiner line. And now Pillman, what's he got here? Sunset flip again. Steiner reverses. And almost got him.
Wow, was that ever close? That was a 2.5 count.
Might have been 2 3/4, I'm not so sure.
Pillman better find a way to make the tag because you don't want to debut with a Horseman with a loss.
Well, Brian Pillman in control at the moment anyway. Pillman, what's he got in mind here? Pillman with a clothesline. And he goes for the cover, hooks the leg. That might be it. He got him. Most impressive victory by the Horsemen.
Well, to the point that was made by the Nature Boy Ric Flair. No matter who they picked as their 4th member, it was going to be a weak link against the Horsemen, and it was.
Well, I don't know if you can call Rick Steiner a weak link.
I just did. He lost the match, didn't he?
He came close to winning the match right there.
Yeah, well, we all know that close only counts in hand grenades and horseshoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Four Horsemen have reformed right here in the WCW, and they say they are going to eliminate these outsiders once and for all.